Better late than never. If you've been following me on social media, you'll know that I had a really good reason why this vlog is late, and it involves a hospital and Florida. Two really good reasons. Let's go. And before I dive into the mayhem that was May, quick reminder that I do have a second vlog channel where I apparently never upload videos, but I have good intentions. It is linked below. I will eventually catch up. Overall, a frustrating week. The house hunting started in earnest this week, and we spotted the most beautiful house online. It ticked all the boxes, so we organized a viewing straight away, and when we pulled up outside there was an Irish flag. So fate, right? Nope. All I'll say is that realtor deserves an award for the way he made that house look online. So disappointing, and we were back to square one. We saw 4 more houses this week, and none of them were promising. I also had a migraine this week because my head hates me. Decluttered my home office. It was a process, but I couldn't be happier with the result. I especially love my little reading nook with my beautiful cat Pam. I've called her Polly. I am desperately hoping that I can keep her alive. I really want to bring more greenery into the house. After feeling generally unwell and lightheaded for a few days and with throbbing pain in my jaw, I ended up at the doctor, who then referred me to a dentist. But long story short, I needed a crown. So yeah, that cost me a fortune, but it cured the pain I was in. Little did I know, the pain-free life wasn't gonna last. But anyway. Scout was also at the dentist, but just for a checkup, and she was cool as a cucumber. Wasn't fazed by it at all. And at the end, she got to pick 2 little things out of the treasure chest. So, trying to make it sound all special, I said, "Oh, I didn't get to choose anything out of the treasure chest." And she said, "It's okay, I'll share with you." We all had a family day out at a baseball game, the great American pastime. A whole bunch of people from Sam's office were going, very kindly paid for by his boss. So we got to watch the Cincinnati Reds beat the New York Jets. Not something that happens very often, apparently. Scout wasn't a fan of the fireworks at the end, but overall, a great day. And I also got to see Sam's office for the very first time. Nice setup. Not as nice as my office, but you know. We also put in an offer on a house, and it was accepted. We didn't know at the time that it would all fall through. More on that later, but it was exciting while it lasted. Went to a YouTuber meeting this week. I'd actually helped organize it, and I got to give a little presentation at it, you know, just introducing people to who I am and what my channel is about. It's really great to meet other creators in the area. I'm a big believer that a rising tide raises all boats, so I love being able to learn from those who are more experienced than I am or who have other skills, and, you know, passing on whatever knowledge I have to those who need it. It's a great combination of learning and giving back, even if it's only in a small way. Of course, all the extroverting gave me a headache, and the following morning was basically a write-off. The introvert hangover is real, but it was worth it. I bought a last-minute ticket to WordCamp, which is a WordPress conference. It ran over 2 days, so lots more extroverting. I didn't hang around for the after party, but again, learned some new things and met some great people. The standout for me, though, was a talk on mental health. It is almost unheard of to stand up at an event like that and speak so openly about, you know, struggling with mental health issues and how important it is to take care of yourself. It was just so refreshing, and I hope I see a lot more of that at other events. After that, I celebrated my birthday. I am now 34 years young, and being the ambitious perfectionist that I am, I wanted to make it a standout year. So I decided to take on a challenge. I'm always trying to push myself and improve my life, but I have a tendency to, take on too much and want to do all the things, and then I can just be so easily distracted and pulled in different directions. So it's hard to maintain consistency and see any great results. This year though, I am challenging myself to try out a new positive habit every month. So for each 30-day period, I am going to be adopting a habit that I have heard great things about but have never stuck to before or never tried. First up was waking up earlier. So I decided that 6:30 was early enough so that I would have some peace and quiet, some time to myself before I had to get Scout up for school, but not so early that this night owl would die. So far, so good. If you want to learn more about it, I will link to the blog series in the description box below, and I'll actually be uploading a video on Saturday about how I fared with the first challenge. And I've actually just started the second challenge, which is daily meditation. So wish me luck for that. But if nothing else, by the time I turn 35, I will have 12 new stories to tell. Sam and I booked flights to Florida to see his parents for the first week of June, which is one of the reasons this vlog was late. The other is coming in. Decluttered the master closet. That was a painful process. A few people commented on the video that I complain in it a bit too much, which is fair enough, but it is really hard to walk that fine line between wanting something to be kind of inspirational and aspirational while also trying to show the real, raw, honest side of it. Anyway, job done, feels good. We had a parent-teacher conference at Scout's school. She's doing really well, thankfully. She's very independent, very inquisitive, always keen to learn. No surprises there. She is really good at addition, apparently, but not so much interest in Spanish. And that is when I ended up in the emergency room. I had been feeling unwell all day, so I went to bed early, and that is when Satan decided to stab me in the chest. I've had the pain before. I've been getting it ever since Scout was born, and nobody has been able to get to the bottom of it. But it had been a year and a half since I'd last had it, so I assumed I was done with it. Nope. It came back with a vengeance, worse than before. It was so bad that I couldn't move or talk. I could barely breathe. So bad, in fact, that when I tried to vlog the experience in the hospital, this is what I got. Yeah, it was bad. I had a urine test, blood test, CT scan, all clear, and I have since been back for a follow-up and more tests. My doctor's best guess is that it is diet related. Honestly, I'm skeptical, especially because my diet has actually significantly improved in recent weeks, but I don't know. I mean, it's possible. And honestly, I am willing to try anything if I never have to suffer that pain again. 4 hours of absolute agony. I mean, worse than childbirth. And morphine drip only just barely taking the edge off. And on the way home, I had to tell Sam to pull the car over immediately so that I could throw up. And just as I am emptying what little was in my stomach, the cops pulled up behind us to move us along. After that, I got a sinus infection, because why not? So yeah, not the best week, but Scout gave me one of her stuffed toys to make me feel better, and it really did, as did all your lovely messages. They really did help. I haven't managed yet to reply to all of them because, well, there were lots and lots, but I am trying. So help me, I'm trying. And then we pulled out of the house sale. The sellers were being a bit unreasonable about certain things. I'll go into it in more detail in a future video, but long story short, we ended May by cancelling the contract and offering on another house and hoping that that offer would be accepted, or we were back to square one yet again. What a month! I am always amazed by how much actually happens in my life, because it never really seems that interesting until I go condense it all down into a video, and then I realize I actually have a lot going on. Speaking of which, I have loads of videos coming your way on all sorts of topics. The house situation, my mid-year review, another video in the Declutter with Me series. I have an update on my 30-day challenge, some moving tips. I'll be doing a live stream on the topic of planning. It's all happening. Subscribe if you haven't already so you can catch all of those and more. Also, at the time of upload, I am at VidCon in California. More extroverting. My socials are linked below if you want to follow along on my adventures in between videos. And that is it for another month. More madness coming your way soon. Currev míle maith agaibh. Agus feicim mé sibh se go luath. Slán.